Welcome back.
Caden is gonna try to beat this boss. He's already failed once.
Yeah,
so...
he has.
I haven't failed to beat this boss.
Have you not?
No.
I swear you have.
No, you guys just expect that with the boss.
Well, no, it's because I swear that you died twice trying to beat something earlier. Like all of
Oh, no,
I narratively imagined
did I
this.
lose?
Yeah.
Oh, I did lose
the
once this
timeline
boss.
where Caden fails, and it's
Yeah.
certainly very
Oh,
real
no,
to me.
no, you're right. I did lose this boss. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
there
I remember
it is.
I had to kill myself.
Yeah, let's
Everyone in the
get a
comments is
flashback.
like-
We're talking about Wally. I honestly feel like Wally is
Not top 5.
well, not top 5. No.
We all
It was
fucking
like we all
saw.
saw
Yeah,
that
it's
you,
on
you
record.
clearly died.
I have faith that he will beat the boss by the end of the episode.
Yeah. So in 29 minutes exactly.
Yeah, good luck, Caden. You're not on the clock or anything.
She just did like a community theater general wave. Like when you have to like
When they, like the number one thing that they look for,
Like, yeah,
in
when
all
it-
6-year-old actors.
yeah, I was gonna say when
Don't
you're
use
when
your
you're
arms
when
like
you're
that.
describing something in musical theater, you have to do the generic hand sweep.
Yeah,
That's what that movement was. Like when you're singing Kansas City from Oklahoma, you're just like, I went to Kansas City on a Friday, and you're like, they got a bunch of shit there. You're looking to the west, and you're like,
You got my right hand
yeah,
showing you all the shit that's in the
look
way.
at all that shit
Yeah.
I'm describing here. I remember I was in a rehearsal one time with my dad, and they were rehearsing that number, and he literally gave the direction. He was like, okay, both of you, because it's double cast, like both of you, you are only allowed the generic musical theater hand sweep once. That's it.
In
He's
this
like,
number.
yeah, he's like, find other ways to describe the city. It's like, you're only allowed this one time. It's like, go, do it. He hates it so
The
much.
generic hand sweep.
The generic hand sweep. The right to left, the left to right.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, so now you can hit the wheels.
Yep.
Oh.
So now they feel pain.
Yeah, now they fucking take the damage.
You're doing good, sweetheart. It's fine, only Aerith fell unconscious. Do you have any more Phoenix Downs?
Yeah.
Wait, so I know this is a tangent back to the Lego game, but is it gonna have Rogue One in it?
No, it's the Skywalker Saga, so it's only the
Just
nine.
the 9
It's
movies?
just the 9 movies. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say that'd probably be a lot to try to deal with.
Well, and kind of harkening back to, I mean, we were talking about the Lego game again, so might as well. But like, there was something so endearing and charming about the non-speaking of it.
I know.
That it kind of seems like corny a little bit, like, oh god, like
But
when
they're just talking,
when
yeah.
they're talking. Like for instance, I bought Lego Marvel Superheroes for the Wii U when that first came out. It was the first, I think, Lego Marvel game. Because there's Lego Marvels and Lego Avengers, I believe, but I bought Lego Marvel.
Right.
The first line of the game is Iron Man almost getting like a plane flies by like right next to him and he like spins out a little bit. And the first line of the game is ow, ow, and more ow. Ow, ow, and more ow. And you're like, some poor adult or 7th grader wrote that shit.
7th grader.
Yeah, 7th grader. Some 7th grader
Some
wrote that
7th
shit.
grade adult.
Yeah. He was held back so many times
some
because
adult who.
because his goddamn creative writing teacher was like, no, Harvey, you gotta stop writing ow, ow, and more ow. He's like, oh, but it's such a good line. No, it's not.
No, it's fucking not.
Especially for a starter.
So
Because you better believe
this game better.
You better believe my 17-year-old ass immediately dropped the goddamn controller and never touched that game again after the first goddamn level.
No way.
I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm not, like, what have they done to my Lego games?
Oh, it's so sad.
I'm like, these Lego games were my goddamn childhood, and you fucking you
yoinked all the
you
good
sodomized them
shit. Yeah.
straight in the ass.
Oh.
It was a damn shame. It made me so mad.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm sad that that's what the Lego games have come to.
I mean, but Lego Star Wars is a classic, and so I'm hoping that like it
I
at
know.
least does it justice a little bit.
It doesn't go overboard with dialogue.
Yeah. I honestly feel like, I mean, I have it on my PS4. I have the complete saga on my PS4.
Yeah.
So, if next week we want to play complete saga, we should play complete saga.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I have it on my Wii as well, though. So
Oh,
if
that's
you
true.
want, if you want
You
the
want the-
full-on swinging the shit.
Oh, I don't want swinging the shit's hard, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather just press the B button.
Oh
instead.
yeah. Just pull on that trigger.
Yeah, just pull on the trigger the entire time.
It's the most gun-like experience, though, of any controller in any video game. Is the trigger.
On the.
I mean,
on the Wii
until they
remote.
came out with VR, but yeah, but the like trigger on the Wii remote, where you're just pointing them at it and just
Pew, 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 pew. Do you know that they remade GoldenEye 007 for the Wii?
Really?
Yeah, they remade that game for the Wii. It's actually it's pretty good. Instead of Pierce Brosnan, it has Daniel Craig.
Oh.
Yeah, it has Daniel Craig instead.
Well,
But
Pierce.
oh yeah, Pierce is a legend. But yeah, they got Daniel Craig instead. So it's the whole story of GoldenEye with fucking Daniel Craig instead of Pierce Brosnan, which doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense. Because I'm like, well, God, for God's sake, the movie was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, get Pierce.
Yeah, get Pierce. I know he's 60, but I don't care.
There's young pictures of him.
Yeah. Forgot deep fakes exist of the man, I'm sure.
Yeah. Fucking deep fakes.
Like
of
just,
Pierce.
just put a young Pierce Brosnan in your goddamn game. No, but they had a multiplayer version where you had to like point at the screen, move around with the nunchuck, point at the screen, and then shoot using the B button,
Yeah.
and it was kind of cool. I liked it a lot. And they still had Oddjob. My
Oh, I love
goddamn homie Oddjob, short as shit, couldn't shoot at all.
Dude, did you see the guy who created a handheld Wii?
Really?
It's the size of the Game Boy Color, but it's like super nice HD screen.
I was gonna say, I was like
The screen's not the size, but here.
well, I know, I was gonna say, but I'm like the technology has gotten far enough to the point where I feel like that.
Well, he built it himself.
Yeah, I'm like,
too.
well, I'm like,
It's
you could build, I'm sure, the hardware of the Wii small enough to the size of it. I'm sure.
And any Wii game or GameCube game can be played on it.
The Wii Boy. That's really cool.
It's super dope.
So wait, how do you have
it's
to like
like
download?
HD screen,
Do you
like
have to like
screens.
download the games or?
Yeah, I mean, like, he makeshift it as, like, a person where it's just, like, yeah, like, he has to get the games on there through, like the
Pornhub. Yeah.
USB-C connection that he has on there. But I was like, dude, that'd be epic if you could just, because he's got, like, Mario Kart Wii on
That's
it.
awesome.
And then, like...
Is he like selling them or? Yeah,
This is Thousand Year Door,
That's
which-
yeah, that's 1,000 Year. It's whatever the Wii one is. I can't remember what it was.
But yeah, he said all GameCube games. He was playing those two on there. Yeah, because he had Wind Waker on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, fuck, dude. That'd be dope if that thing existed. Like, for multiple people, not just for him. But it's cool because he was saying it's just that the Wii motherboard, like, isn't that big, actually.
Well, that's the thing is I feel like that even if the Wii motherboard was big, I feel like that the technology since it's come out, because the Wii is 14, almost 15 years old now.
It was like 2007, 6?
6.
2006.
That's when it came out. Yeah, it's so fucking weird.
That's weird.
It's
yeah.
weird. I was in goddamn kindergarten when that shit came out.
Come on, team.
Yeah. And what's even weirder
Wait,
is
like,
that the DS came out in 2004.
No.
Yeah, the original DS came out in 2004.
I'll take care of them.
Which is super weird to think
Yeah,
about.
like, I swear it came out when I was, like, level-headed.
Yeah, competent.
Yeah.
Not
like
when
third
I was
grade.
not when I was watching Goddamn Monsters Inc. on Ice with my grandfather.
I mean, I wouldn't say level-headed because obviously but like I remember third grade and feeling, and, you know, like
It's your turn.
Yeah.
At that point, I was thinking about shit.
Oh yeah, because in 3rd grade, that's when the good DSs came out, the DS Lites.
Yeah.
And I would play. I remember my friend and I would always talk about Kirby Superstar Saga.
And you can go to hell.
Not Wii U. Wii released.
Oh look, Kaden, meet the boss.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Fuck this. I type Wii release date and it's like, oh, the Wii U was released in 2012.
Right.
Who gave a shit about the Wii
Yeah,
U?
I'm like, I actually didn't type Wii U, motherfuckers. I typed Wii. Original Wii.
Wii.
November. All right.
November 19th, yeah.
2006.
Most of those consoles are usually released around like Black Friday because
Yeah.
they want like a
I guess I
extended
was in
sell.
1st grade then. First grade. But maybe.
Oh yeah, 1st grade.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been 1st grade. Yeah. Because I remember when the Wii first came out, like it looked like the coolest shit ever, and I was like, "Mom, please, for the love of God, like, get me one." And she didn't get me one. She didn't get our family one until. Oh, sorry, Santa. Santa didn't get us one until Christmas of 2008. So Brawl had already been out because I only really wanted one because they announced that a new Smash Bros. Game was coming out.
Right.
It's even then, because I remember I would always go over to my cousin's house, and no, I won't say that I don't give a shit about him. I love my cousin. He's a great guy, but I only really yeah, it was like, but I only really wanted to play Crash Bandicoot Racing,
Right.
or Melee.
Oh yeah.
Those are the only 2 games I wanted to play, and so when they announced like, oh, like there's a Wii version coming out, I'm like, what? Oh my god, like
Yeah.
Santa, please.
Yeah. For the love of everything.
And I actually remember what my mom told me when we got a Wii, because I'm like, I heard they were sold out everywhere. And he's like, well, Santa made a deal with me, I guess.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
you know Santa? He's like, yes, I do. I'm like, oh!
Oh my shit.
How the hell do you know Santa?
I have never met a goddamn person who knows Santa. You need to fucking talk to some people.
Well,
because-
it's actually funny. So, my dad, he writes in all caps. He writes in all caps. And he was the one that would always write, oh, this is, to Abram from Santa. Like, he was the one that wrote all of, like, on the presents. And so, years and years later, we were just like, after we had found out,
Yeah.
like, all of us were like, oh god, like, did you, you're like, Dad, you have the handwriting of Santa. And you're like, yeah, of course, of course I do. So one time, this is pretty recently, he left me a note that said, Abram, please take out the dishes and take out the garbage. Love, Santa.
Love Santa.
Love, Santa. And I'm like, oh god, Santa was here.
Santa, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember.
Barrett!
I remember my parents telling me that, and they were like, so it's part of the fun to, like, put all the presents out, and now you're part of being Santa, in quotes. So they were like, oh, you can help put presents out if you want. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then that was the first year, and then already the next year they're like, you want to help? And I was like, fuck no. I was like, that sucked. You're up, like, for an hour and a half. I want to just open shit. Plus, I'd rather be surprised. Fuck you guys. I'll go to bed. There better be Santa shit for me, though.
Santa better be here.
Yeah, Santa better fucking bring me the things I want. Yeah,
Also-
dude, I didn't even get a Wii because I got lucky because my parents weren't even going to buy a shit. The only reason we got a Wii was because my aunt and uncle were selling theirs because they were moving to Australia.
Oh, that was the same with my PS2. My grandma, who I
Yeah.
previously mentioned in the last episode, got me one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time I actually saw her in person. I was 5, and she got her family a PS2 out of nowhere. I'm like, fuck yeah, Grandma,
Hell
thanks.
Yeah. That's a gift.
I'm like, thanks, Grandma. It was behind my bed too. She's like, go upstairs, behind your bed. Like, and all of us kids just went behind the bed, and you're like, fuck, this is a PS2, Grandma. Like,
That's
shit.
a good ass present. Yeah. I've never even. My grandparents wouldn't even get close to buying me something that dope. Never. I always get shit.
We have to get past
Like $20. It's like happy birthday.
Yeah, like a
Happy
like,
birthday, Kyle. It's like my name's Kyle.
My name's
first
Kyle, you fuckers. No, like last Christmas they gave me a fucking what's it called?
A blender.
No. Yeah, a blender. A food processor.
Yeah.
Make jam.
This way
Here's
you can
jam
make
making
yeah.
kit. And do you have 8
Thanks.
hours every Sunday? God.
I
don't
got you
even
this
like
great.
jam.
I got you this great stepper, so you can fucking make wine whenever you please. Anyway, what are they?
It makes fruit leathers.
Fucking fruit leathers.
What a goddamn juvenile food, fucking grandma. You guys bone my ass this Christmas. I get it for a year. Who gives a shit about a fucking fruit leather? No, they gave me. I keep wanting to say Camelback, but that's not the right word. It's the water bottles that are like. They were. Oh, Hydro Flask.
Oh yeah,
Got
yeah.
me
yeah.
I did kind of want. I just wanted a nice water bottle. And I was like, that's something they could probably fucking handle. And because my dad's like, what do I tell my grandma that you want? And I'm like, that can't be over like this amount of money because they have no goddamn money. So I'm just like, I'll have a water bottle, frankly. Like, it'll be nice. They get me a Hydro Flask, which are nice water bottles, and they fucking engrave my whole goddamn name on the fucking bottle.
Middle name and all.
Giant. Like, huge. Not middle name, but just big, and my last name's long as shit, so it covers like 3/4 of the bottle. And they spent like, apparently like, a lot of money to just engrave, and I'm like, you fuckers.
You did.
You bastards. Yeah, one, you wasted good, hard, fucking earned cash that you
Now,
could've just handed
if I
to me.
want to turn this in for cash or anything like that, it'll have like.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, no, it
It has my name on it.
Yeah, and also, like, who the fuck wants a water bottle with their goddamn name just, like, in like, silver plating, just like, guess whose this is? Like, oh my
It's
god.
like,
So I'm
oh, is
never
that your
drinking
name? No, this is the name of my fucking dad. No,
Yeah.
who else's name do you think this is?
Yeah, and I'm just like, guys, you fucked me. Like, I can't drink out of this now, like, proudly. And also, like, you spent more money than you had to on the fucking piece of shit. Like, let me, just give me the cash at this point. Just, like, just give it to me.
When my mom told me that Santa wasn't real, it was a. This is what happened. Yeah, this is what happened. So I just lost my tooth. It was in 3rd grade. I just lost my tooth.
Yeah.
I put it under my pillow, all the kid shit.
Yeah, kid shit.
Kid shit.
Yeah.
I.
She was low on money.
Oh no! Actually, no! I didn't put it under my pillow because my parents weren't that sneaky when it came to that sort of shit. They didn't like raise my head up and shit and like get the pillow. I just put it on my desk.
Oh,
And so
okay.
then they got it and put the money on there or whatever.
They're
And
like-
sometimes the tooth fairy, I would lose a tooth, put it on there, go downstairs for a little bit, go upstairs, and the money would already be there. I'm like, God damn, the tooth fairy was fast!
as fuck.
Like, I didn't even have to fall asleep. I already have cash. It could fucking.
Dad's like, that shit goes in my briefcase. Put your tooth in my briefcase. I'll remember. I mean, the tooth fairy will remember.
No, but the
Not
fun.
under the pillow, Dad? No, not fucking under.
No,
going
not
into
under
your
the
room.
pillow,
I mean,
it's
the
too
tooth fairy's
difficult.
Not going into your room. Just keeps, dude. If I have kids, I know I'm gonna butcher that. I'm gonna fuck up big time. My kid will be like, oh, do you think we can ask Santa for this? And we'll be like, I'm not buying that shit for you. And then immediately be like, I mean,
Santa might.
I mean, the fucking elves don't want to create talk. I'm not buying that shit for you.
I mean, Santa's not making that shit for you.
Yeah. Anyway, tangent.
So
finish your
anyway,
story.
yeah. So I didn't get money.
Okay.
My tooth was still there,
Come on.
Oh.
and so I wake up, and it was right before school. I wake up my mom, and I'm like, "Hey, Mom, like, how come the tooth fairy didn't show up?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "We need to have a chat." Like puts her
A
hand
nice
on
hand
my
on your
lap.
knee.
Yeah, it was just like, we need to
Yeah.
have a chat. Brings me into her room. And
Your
she
father and I are just low on cash.
and she's like, so the tooth fairy isn't real. Yeah. And she's like, and also,
Spirit.
yeah, it's like just the Tooth Fairy wasn't real. I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's like, and Santa's not real. And the Easter Bunny's not real either. They were all me the whole time. And like, so I got the slam dunk.
Jesus Christ,
of
Mom,
bad
are you the ending of
news.
Sixth Sense? Give me a fucking chance, Mom. I'm in 3rd grade.
So yeah, that day at school, I was like, I felt like, boo, the prophecy is real.
God. You're like,
Like-
what about the church? Is that? That's what I would have said. I'd been like,
I knew, I felt
that's
like
been me the whole time too.
I felt like I knew everything at that moment. I was like,
Don't worry.
God, you told me everything in this one. It was like, well, the fun thing is that you get to play Santa. So when you have kids of your own, you'll get to play Santa someday for them too. And that's the fun of it, is the experience that they have. I'm like, yeah, but how do you think I feel right now? You told me that everything I was led to believe as a kid is just shit.
It's like, yeah, but Mom, you don't realize that of everyone's whole life, this is the point where they feel the shittiest about this whole Santa situation. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's fun when you don't know, and it's fun when you're the parent, but when you're the fucking kid who just finds out, you're goddamn furious.
What's funny is that my little sister Eden, who's the youngest in our family, I'm not sure if my parents ever told her. I think she just kind of figured it out.
It's just kind of new.
Yeah, she just kind of knew. Because
just
at
like-
some point, like, she's smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
She's smarter and funnier than everybody. And so she literally just figured it out. She's just like, oh, thanks, Mom and Dad. It was like, no, this is from, like, she was 6.
This is from Santa.
Yeah, she was like 6 years old. And she's like, thanks, Mom. And she's like, oh no, this is from Santa, sweetheart. It's like, don't call me sweetheart too. No, I know it's you. Eden hated that shit as a kid. She hated being called sweetheart. She hated being called like
My
sweetie.
little sister too.
Yeah, she hated wearing clothes. Yeah,
Oh, not my little sister.
no, that was the thing. She hated. Well, let me kind of preface this. She hated wearing dresses to church because she felt so restricted. So she would just try to take it off and just wear diapers, like a diaper all the time. And anytime, like, she would comply for a little bit, but she would comply for only as long as my parents said so. So after that time frame was up, boom, the clothes came off. Like, she, like, we had to eat, when we went to restaurants with her, we had to eat faster than her.
Oh, really?
Because as soon as she
She's
finished
done.
eating clothes, the clothes would come off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she hated being called beautiful. Like, anytime a fucking old person at church would be like, oh, sweetheart, you're beautiful.
No, I'm sick of your shit.
She would scream.
Really?
Top of her, like, ah! Like, scream. Like, she came out screaming. Literally,
Yeah.
we have a home video where it's like, oh, well, we have the message that we sent to your aunt about how, like, your sister was born. And literally, it's my dad on the phone, like, voicemail, like, just hearing the background. Ah! He's like, well, the baby's here in record time. So, yeah. It, like, talking to my aunt on the phone. He's like, yeah, so, just, come down to the hospital whenever you're ready. We're gonna be here. Just screaming. Ah! He's like, yeah, so see ya. Boom. And, like, that was it. You just hear my dad just like, yeah. Yeah, that was, that's it.
Oh my god.
And, to me, it's just the funniest shit. Just how the fact that my sister did not enjoy any of that shit as a kid. Not being called beautiful, not being called... And it turns out, I had no idea. She ended up telling me this later. Ended up telling all of us later. She was like, oh, the reason why I screamed all the time is because I felt like I was being demeaned to
Right.
and dumbed down to as a kid. Like, just talk to me as a person, number
Yeah.
one. And number two, I couldn't be understood. And so when you couldn't understand me, I just screamed until I could fucking be understood
Yeah.
and be told what I want. And I'm like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, you're a brilliant child.
Yeah.
I don't think you realize how brilliant you are.
And also, that is not real. You don't do that.
You knew that Santa wasn't real, and you just flat out did that the whole time.
Dude, my parents fucking butchered all that shit. Oh, I mean, like, they
Did they do what you just said? Like, oh, I'm not buying that shit. Santa's not doing that for you.
No, I just mean, like, they told me all those things in just a weird fucking way, and they, like, did not approach it the best way. Like, when they told me about Santa, it's like, my experience was them being like, they were like, okay, so, like, they adamantly still will be like, well, Santa is real, it's just in you. I'm like, fuck you.
In you?
I'm just like, you can
What is this, the end of Miracle at 34th Street?
Like, you guys go fuck yourselves for all I care.
Is Richard Attenborough gonna walk through the door? This is the real Santa? Like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck you, it was in me the whole time.
Yeah, I'm like, you bastards.
Fuck you, Richard.
Yeah, I'm like, you're just trying to get me to help you fucking at night. You go to bed at 2 instead of 3. Bitches. Like, hell no. The funnier, though, is when you fucking get the sex talk. That was the one where I was like, you guys butchered that in my experience.
No. Well, the entire Utah fucking government butchered that one.
Well, they're like, did you guys have, like, books when you got that shit?
No.
Yeah, no, my parents got me, like, 3 books that they showed me, and the first 2 were just animals. So they're explaining... So, like, for...
You're like, what the fuck are they doing?
2/3 of this talk,
And
I
now
think that just
I'm,
animals fuck each
Now
other.
my persona is a wolf.
Yeah.
Because of my parents' books.
Yeah, well, I was just like, why the fuck are you showing me that chickens lay eggs and that they have to stick their asses together or something? And I was like, I don't fucking give a shit. I was like, what do you mean chickens have dicks too? Like, so for 2/3, this sex talk was not anything any 3rd grader needed to hear. I was like,
Right.
yeah, I've seen a dick on a fucking dog. And
Yeah.
then they're like, but did you know how dogs are made? And I'm like,
What?
why the shit do I care about
I don't
that?
want to know.
No, and then they're like, and explaining it, I'm like, the
I always thought
fuck?
that, I thought babies came out of the butt.
Yeah.
I legitimately did. I was like, oh, you poop out babies. And my mom was like, no, that's not how that shit
I mean, it
happens.
depends on where it happened. I was just like, but I was just like, now you've set up in my mind that sex is things animals do, and then you're like, guess who also fucking does it? And I'm like, no. No, go down.
Oh,
you
please.
fucking sickos. It's disgusting. And I was just
Well,
like,
how do you think you came along, Kyle?
Be like, from a fucking egg, please? She's like, well, technically,
Immaculate
yes.
conception, please?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, like, anything. Please, you butchered every talk you've ever given me, you fucking assholes. Don't tell me Santa is me already. I had fucking nothing. I had nothing to do with that shit. You know
Sex
it.
is you.
Yeah, oh, sex is in me.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
Oh, well, I'll fucking get rid of it on some other 3rd grader. What the fuck do you want me to do with this information? Don't tell me the 3rd goddamn grade and then be like, you can't use this till you're 19. Like, you fucking assholes. First of all, this is something that fucking dogs do, apparently. And that was your
And they have
intro
no
to
shame.
it.
They don't even look. They're just
No,
like...
yeah. And I was like, this dog just walks up to a random female and just starts.
Yeah,
No consent.
without even consent.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is you telling me, parents?
Ducks apparently do have consent. I didn't know this.
Oh, really?
No, ducks apparently...
Oh, ducks.
Yeah, ducks.
Ducks' dicks, have you seen those?
Oh, they just are swirly.
Yeah, they're like big, long.
Well, no,
weird-
that's the thing. So, female ducks...
Oh, wait, wasn't it? Did I tell you this?
Yeah, it was... Yeah, their
Okay,
vagina... Yeah, their
They have, like,
vaginas are...
3 vaginas and they
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, and well, they pick, and then if they don't... If the female's not feeling it, she fucking shoots him out. Just like, boom! And
Yeah.
he just goes flying.
His dick obliterated.
Yeah.
He'd never have sex again.
Yeah.
She just ruins it.
It's just Hiroshima, World War II. Like, boom!
Goodbye, dick.
Yeah, it's like, never again. Never again, Dolan.
Dolan.
Uh,
Oh, Jesus.
that's
yeah,
that's one of my favorite videos, and I'm probably gonna include it. It's, I just saw it, but it was like, Henry will jump on Joanne and they'll have duck sex. It's this video of some guy who owns ducks and they're in a swimming pool, and he's literally talking about how they're about to have sex, and he's like,
They'll clean up, and then Henry will jump on Joanne, and they'll have duck sex.
this is it. Oh, it's so good.
They'll clean up, and then Henry will jump on Joanne, and they'll have duck sex.
Nice.
He's just getting ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
He knows what's about to fucking happen.
He just has to get his dick wet first.
Oh my god.
And then he's ready to fucking get his cork-shaped penis straight in there. Corkscrew-shaped penis.
What the fuck am I looking at, Kane?
Game over?
You beat that boss though, right?
No, we did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I
you did.
definitely did.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, no way. I haven't been paying attention that much.
Yeah.
But,
No.
well,
Henry will jump on Joanne and they'll have duck sex. Oh, and by the way, it's next time.
It's fucking next time.
Yeah, so
What chapter are you in, by the way?
Chapter 12.
12.
There's 18.
Yes.
We're close.
There's 18.
Oh, yeah.
We're flying.
Relatively.
This section's going to be a longer one, I feel like, but
Well,
Next time,
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
we'll see if Caden does this at all. He can't hear me. He can't hear me at all, so.
Hey, what are you saying?
I was saying how lovely I feel like here.
Just bang it against the wall immediately, just fucking...
yeah.
Caden, stop. Stop.
When I was a young boy, growing up in Salt Lake City, we always,
Not Tooele.
not Tooele,
Fucking Tooele, Box Hill there, goddamn.
we always appreciated the little things in life, like butter chicken. If you subscribe, our dicks will get wet. Close quote. We'll see you next time.
Hugs and kisses, holding hands when nights are long. And in the fall.